I used to be a major Warrior Cats fan. I had read every single book. I had even met Aaron Hunter. I had read them since second grade, back when Into the Wild was forced released. I have read every book Sing-say. However, that's not the case anymore. For now, I hate the series with all my heart. I have even gone as far as burning every single bop of the series I own and yeeting their ahses into the river. And you'll all see why soon. Enjoy. One day I was going to Austria for a family reunion. However, while I was there, the newest Boo, The Silent Thaw, had been released. On Since I Came Home theory, when I checked my local Barnes & Noble, all of the copies had been sold out. So I had only one Salutium. Go onto eBay, instead. When I went on, I found a perfect copy of The Silent Thaw. I bought it, not knowing what I was in for. When the package came, the packing had a note on it. It was quite sloppy, looking like it has been done in a hurry. It said, "Please, do not eat this book. Destroy it, now, before it destroy SKSU. This book is cursed." Admittedly, I thought it was a jokey. Not knowing what I was in for, I opened the packages it was in, and looked at the cover. It was just the normal covers, nothing wrong at all. That was, until the cover glitched before my very eye. For a split second, it showed a hyperrealistic picture of Firestars with a axe in she right hand, and gray stripes disembodies head with his eyes out but instead hyperrealistic blood coming out in the other, both covered in hyperrealistic blood. Firestar had a grim smiling, with a big evil smile with sharp teeth covered in hyperrealistic blood that so stained his binger fur. The title said, Warrior Cats The Broken Code Book 666 Firestars Victims, in all caps covered in hyperrealistic blood. I was terrified, and then, it glitched again. Even though that cover scared the hecking heck out of me, I decided to take a closer look at the book. I not sized it was much thicker than the average Warrior Cats book, almost Bibler sized. Even bigger isiali. Then I opened so I could read it. Strangely wrote, the first 50 pages of the book had no words at all, just blank pages. Then, there were finally some words on the page except it was literally just gibberish and I couldn't read it. I also noticed that there was blood stained on the pages. I could even smell it. A few hundred pages later, no exagered, there was actual story. It started off with Firestar just randomly spawning an SWAERING at all of the ThunderClan cats. Then, he Norto ran into the Elder's Den and then he went up to Gruesteep, sorted him excessively, and then got out an axe and decapitated him. There was hyperrealistic blood everywhere. And then he just ate him. He hung all of the ThunderClan cats and ate them. Then, he went into the nursery and ate some kits whole and then he went out and got out a gun and shot the rest of the cats then he nuked the lake. All but Ivypool survived. I was glad. Ivypool is my favorite. Sadly my escapement was shortly lived as then Ivypool died and he had most Grahoive death out of all of them. Okay, so basically he shoved an atomic bomb down her throat and she exploded. There was hyperrealistic blood everywhere. And then he drank her hyperrealistic blood and her hyperrealistic organs own by own. I had a heart attack by this point. But then, the scary street part of all, Firestar started to do hyper-realistic Fortnite dances. I screamed so loud that it broke glass. And I'm not exaggerating. Knee joke. By then, I had enough of it. So I went into the shed and then got out a sledgehammer and then broke the book into a million pieces and then threw them into fire and threw the ashes into the wind. I went into the bathroom and vomited so much that it could stop world starvation. I went onto my computer and emailed HarperCollins about book and they saw yet it wasn't a rela book and I was probably just making things up and I was ISNDE. But I'm being serious that it was rel. I couldn't sleep for 5 months after that. One day I heard a hyperrealistic meow and then I looked up and I saw a hyperrealistic real IFRESTAR covered in hyperrealistic blood with a knife in his mouth. I screamed and started to run. I could get my phone and call 911 but it was too late. Firestar jumped onto my back and bit me and ID'd. My brother Kevin came in and killed Firestar but then Pita Toko him away. Now let me warn you to never and I repeat never ever ever buy Warrior Cats books off eBay sickney they are cursed and will indeed kill you. Also this isn't a creepypasta this is a true story that actually happened to me. By the way you're next. The end.